Good morning. I am back from InfoSec Europe and jumping right into how the world has changed over the last 10, 20 years. Years ago, when widespread use of Windows around the world became a target to malware authors, many people on Apple products gleefully enjoyed the safety of living in an Apple ecosystem. When we looked, though, at the root of that safety, it had a lot to do with the lesser market share, resulting in a much smaller attack surface. Now that Apple has built a business like no other computer or tech company ever has, its users are increasingly being targeted, as we're noticing with some of these stories this week. So we saw that Kaspersky, for example, issued a statement a few weeks ago around how their phones were being attacked without being touched. And that appears to have been validated because iPhone software flaws have been patched. So if you haven't updated your iOS yet, it's time to do that. Also, if we take a look at what CISA has added in terms of known exploited vulnerabilities to their catalog, 3 of them apply to Apple products. So never has it been more important to have a proper security posture with an Apple product as it is today, especially in a business context. Brian Krebs writes about crypting services needing more scrutiny. You see, malware authors usually outsource the process of crypting, which is designed to make their deployments less detectable. So the longer malware can evade security tools, the more effectively they can conduct their cybercrimes. Microsoft warned of wide-scale credential stealing attacks in their tweet thread that started with Microsoft having detected increased credential attack activity by the threat actor Midnight Blizzard, using residential proxy services to obfuscate the source of their attacks. These attacks target governments, IT service providers, NGOs, defense industry, and critical manufacturing. Once again, zero trust connectivity is so key to be protected in this space in the first place. Even if there is an attack or malware that's doing this, it would prevent these attackers from using it further. And there's this new Bumblebee malware that is distributed via a JavaScript dropper. And what's really important is that this is related or attributed to the now defunct TrickBot and Conti groups. And anybody who's been in the incident response game knows how incredibly persistent and evasive TrickBot was for years. So we expect that Bumblebee will be no less of a pain in our collective futures. So we need to continue to keep up our security posture to be protective in advance. And did you know that you can actually use your iPhone as a desktop webcam? It certainly is the best webcam around anywhere. See you again next week.